Hey Magic fans, welcome back to the channel. Captain Clyde here with you today. We finished our 6 boxes, our second case of Kaldheim set boosters, and I'm here for the final results. As you can see here, I've got most of the cards laid out. So we'll start off with the sweet stuff over here as far as the foils and mythics go. So you can see here, these are the foils that were worth actual money as far as from the mythic or rare slot, more than $5. Some of these are a little higher. This one's around 7 to 10. You come up over here, you can see the mythic slot. This is the $5 to $10 slot. Over here we have the above 10. We got 2 Azikas, 2 Cosmos. We did get 3 Tibalts in this one of them full art. It's really sweet. And then as you look at the rest of it here, these are the rest of the mythics and rares that were foil. Didn't really have a whole lot of, whoopsie. Good thing that's only $1. We didn't really have a whole lot of more expensive stuff here. You can see like even Yorin's $1, Cosmos Elixir is like a couple bucks. Like not a real big hitter, anything real big hitters other than the ones you see. You look here at these mythics. These are the mythics that are actually under $5. Some of them only worth $2. Like even the full art, the Nikos, like full art Behemoth, Stornheim, Replenish Marshall. There's a couple in there close to 5, but none of them actually over $5. So as we go to the actual count here on my tablet, let's see here. We had 16 foil rares and 4 mythic rares. And only the mythic rares, which are, or the mythic foils here, I'm sorry, and the one, so these 3 mythic foils and 1 foil rare was above $5 out of 4 foil mythics and 16 foil rares. For a grand total of roughly 28 bucks. So, not so sweet. Now, if you compare that to the last box had 30 foil rares and 1 mythic rare. So, So as we come up over here and we actually look at the rest of our mythics, there was a total of 32 mythics. And a good chunk of them were worth money. In the mythics alone in this box, $158 just here in just mythics. Now next we go to the rares. Here's our stack of rares. Obviously I didn't go through them. And as you guys know, did I see a uncommon in there? What am I doing? Oh, I'm so bad at this. Get that out of there. Anyway, so these are the actual rares that I gathered up from all 6 boxes. So for a total of 207 rares. Now I'm going to estimate about $2 a rare. Now I know some of the rares are 10 to 15 bucks. There's showcases in there. For example, you know, Egon, those guys are big money. Okay, that's a rare. I thought that was mythic for a second. But yeah, like these here are 5 to 6 bucks. But on an average, you know, not all the rares are worth money. So I'm gonna guess about $2 a rare. So 207 rares is about $414. Compared to the last box of 215 rares, not a whole lot of difference. One thing to note between the rares and mythics in these 2 boxes of cases, maybe this is just a coincidence, but the number of rares were 207 with 32 mythics. So that's a total of 239 cards. Now, in the previous box, there was 24 mythics, but 215 rares, which also adds up to 239. So, and maybe if I take this one out, it might be off by 1 card. But that's kind of really close to maybe think it's a coincidence. So when we actually do the next box, the next case of 6 boxes, it's going to be really nice to see how it compares up to these other 2 and see if that number is actually something that's real. Then we come over here to the list. So we got some really sweet list pulls, guys. Only 43 from the list in this one, when last time we had about 44. So that's about the same. But in these pulls, I mean, we got a Vorinclex for about 30, Hydra, which is close to 20, I think. We got a Food Chain. That was the very last box in the last video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. That video is hot. The box was amazing. This close to $60 from the list. This is above 10, this is close to 10, and this is 10. Those are the real big hitters. There's a couple up here from the $5 range. Nothing too sweet. And then we got the rest of the list cards over here. Nothing real special about that, per se. And then if you want to take a look over here, I'm about to get past my printer. So these are the lands from this set of 6 boxes. These are the foil lands. I think there's actually less, it looks like, than last time. I'm going to wait and count them all up for all 18 just to be sure. Here's our cards. Now, in this one, instead of 7, we got 8 signed cards. So that means there was 2 boxes with 2 signed cards in them each. And I remember going through and pulling those, so that's kind of nice. But that's kind of neat. So we got 8 this time. Last time we got 7. So that's pretty sweet as well. So as you come back over here and you look at this, total dollar value. If I go on what the numbers were that I just talked to you guys about, we're looking at about $760 for 6 boxes. So that's only about a $160 profit, and you'll probably lose most of that profit in shipping fees and so forth if you were to put that stuff on eBay. Now, once again, I didn't go through every rare to find out the dollar value. I'm sure that dollar value might actually be a little higher than that, but what we're looking for here when we go through this is just your basic average overview. And to be fair, when I do all 18 boxes or 3 cases, I will probably go through and actually figure out what that looks like as far as the extra rares, if any of them are actually big money rares, to see if it actually adjusts the cost any. So, comparing this box of 6 to the last box of 6, or case as you want to call it, the last one was around $874. This one comes in actually lower at $760. So that's kind of odd. I felt like these last 6 boxes that we did, they were actually better pulls, it seems like to me. Like, we got a Food Chain with Vorinclex and so forth. These over here seemed really sweet as well. The box openings seemed better on the average. But I think what really pushed the last 6 boxes over was there was a bunch of foils in there that were real high dollars, plus a pack the negation. But once again, this is basically your pack the negation for this set of 6 boxes. So if you look at it that way, every case or 6 boxes is going to have one really high dollar card from the list. And when I say really high, I mean like $50 or above, because pack negation, this is a lot more in pack the negation, but it's around the same price range. In the other box, I think there was a Vorinclex that was foil but not mythic. There was a few other mythics and cards that were around 10 to 20, but nothing really up there in that big dollar range. So as we move on to the last 6 boxes, it's really going to be nice to see that. Are we going to find that big hit again in the next case of 6 boxes? Are we also going to find more stuff like this? Because if you actually look through these mythics here, if I was to pull them out for you individually, and you looked at all the full art mythics, there are just a ton in these 6 boxes. There's an alternate art. There's a full art. So if you look at it like that, compared to the last box, the amount of full arts, even though they're not worth money, is very high. The alternate art cards are very high in this box. Because also when you come up here, 2 of the mythic foils are full art. You look up here, one of the Tibby's a full art. This one's an alternate art. So if you look at the foils, see if there's any foil full arts while we're at it. So there's an alternate art. There's an alternate art Egon. So the actual alternate art cards throughout this entire box or set was really high. So I was really kind of pleased with that. But from the other standpoint of that, if you're just looking for cards to play with, yeah, the alternate arts are cool and they are worth more money, so maybe that's what you want. But if you're looking to flip a profit, this is what you want to see. But I think if you want to play, these are not the kind of boxes you want to see, because it's actually worth more money if you just take the alternate art or foil cards, sell them, and get the super cheap regular cards. Like, for example, this Tibalt here is like half the price of this Tibalt, it seems like, and the foils are even cheaper. So Why would you want to pay those high dollar markups or pay for the high cards when you can maybe trade one Tibble like this for two Tibbles like this and then actually get a play set that way? So those extra cards, maybe that's the way you want to go, maybe not. Just something to think about, guys, when you're out there. So once again, this is the end of case 2, last 6 boxes. So starting Saturday this weekend, it's time. 6 more boxes of Kaldheim set boosters. The last 6, the last case. And between that, I'll make another video just like this one to show what those 6 boxes got us. And then a final video where I'm going to tally everything up of all 18 boxes and give you the rundown of how much could I make, what did it look like, and go a little more in depth with the rares, and then give you what the actual rare payout would be compared to what I normally do, which is about $2 a rare on average. And we can really see if it's worth opening set boosters. And I'll also go through and try to figure out, did I get an actual play set of 4 for every card? If I did, maybe this is the way to go, so you can build your play set of 4, sell off some extra, and maybe break even. Maybe just sell the extras. Maybe trade off all those other ones, that are the high quality ones for those whales to get those cards you need for your play sets. Like what is the best thing to do? So at that time, I'll post another video to let you guys know how it's going. Once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate everything you guys do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Give me some comments at the bottom of the screen. Tell me what you think. I'll reply when I get time. And once again, guys, have a great day. Be kind to others. And have a good weekend.